evening, Soldierboy here, and welcome back to England. It's been a while, but welcome back to England with Assassin's Creed Valhalla. For tonight, we are having a look at today's update, which was the new festival. Now, I'm not exactly sure how you pronounce it. I think it's something like Sigrblot, but by pronunciation, as we know from Egypt, isn't fantastic. But yes, we're here. We're live once again. It's going to be different. It's been a while since we've done Valhalla, so for me, controls are going to be a little bit off. We're so used to Origins and Odyssey before that. We've come back and done different things, but we haven't come back for a while. And for me, the biggest concern I had was their save bar. So I'm hearing a lot of reports of I realised something. Bear with me a second. Yeah, I just realised my mic was right down. I've been doing some recording recently, and I always turn my mic to the bottom when I do recording voiceovers. So I apologise. We'll start once more. Welcome back to England, to Assassin's Creed Valhalla for the Sigrblot Festival. Although my pronunciation might be completely wrong. We have found this via Origins and Egyptians that I cannot pronounce anything to save my life. We have found this out. Good evening, Rafiq. How are you? But tonight we're going to have a look at the Sigrblot Festival. Now, the reason we're on my save game screen to start with, because I was a little bit concerned. I'm hearing a lot of reports that people's save games are corrupting since this update, and I was concerned that 230 plus hour save wouldn't be there. Luckily it is. So luckily it is there. But tonight we'll have a look at the festival, we'll have a look at the quests involved. I know there's a one-handed sword is one of the rewards, the tokens. But let us know how you're enjoying the festival. How are you finding it? I know everyone's waiting for the Siege of Paris. That's the big thing for everyone. But it's still a few weeks away. Long ago. Yeah, it's a good couple of weeks, isn't it? That's the big thing. Although, what's a couple of weeks? I'm sure we can survive a little bit longer. I say this, I've been itching to play it for since we knew it was coming, to be honest. So even me saying it's soon, it's not. I'm still filling in the YouTube side, so bear with me. It's been a while since we've done Valhalla, so obviously a lot of my stuff I normally have on isn't here. 29 what? But yeah, I'm glad to be back on Valhalla. Like I say, it's been a while. We spent a lot of time coming back to it and doing little bits and pieces, but it was an amazing game. You know, we spent 192 hours completing the base game alone. That kind of time you don't get back. So it's been nice to come back to it, to see what's changed. Obviously we've done a little bit of mastery challenges. We haven't done enough. Before the DLC drops, we will be doing more of the mastery challenges. I want to see how the story for that ends. I want to see if we can manage to get gold on all of them. There's lots I want to do. It's just time being the big thing. And obviously our focus recently has been on Origins, which we've platinumed. We're now just finishing off the last DLC, and then once that is done, we have got a bit of time to hopefully finish off a few things. Also, for those Avengers fans out there, we have streamed Avengers previously, and we will do more of it. The Wakanda update is hitting on the 17th of August. It was announced today. So there is more to come with Marvel Avengers. I'm just checking I filled everything in. I have filled everything in. We're good to go. We are very good to go. Good evening, Kathy. How are you? Thank you for the likes. Thank you very much, whoever they were. But yeah, I'm just excited that none of my save games have gone. My biggest concern was we'd have lost save files, as that is the one thing I'm hearing a lot about at the minute. We are going to load... They're all the same, so I'm just going to load that one and hope for the best. I'm okay, thank you. I'm not too bad, thank you very much. I'm trying to talk and type. It's the one thing I struggle with massively. I will try not to say the name of the festival too many times because I know my pronunciation is completely off. So I will avoid saying it as much as I can. But everyone's had a good week. Has any of you guys, have you looked at the festival yet? How are you finding it? Take a little while to load in, but then it does do that sometimes. And it has been a while since you've been on. Right, I have tweeted. For those of you that haven't seen or haven't been in the stream for a little while, I said that I think it was the Origins last stream we were talking about it. So I am doing a lot more work for Signus Games, Signus Labs, sorry, and some of their information is on the About section now. If it's your kind of thing, have a look. If you like gaming articles, I would have a look. I'm not going to try and pick myself up, so yeah, it's I can't really say too much. So I'm still trying to type and talk. It is taking a while to load in. A lot more than normal. It's a little bit of a worry. Everything's downloaded. It is all the way up. Check the update and everything earlier. But I haven't loaded in. We're in. We're in. You've not played it yet, Kathy. Okay. The Sigrblot Festival. I was really trying my hardest not to have to say it too many times. Ravensthorpe is a live activity. The long days bring with them the start of raiding season. All successful raids begin with proper planning, practice and prayer to the gods so they may favour you when the time comes. New quest. New quest. I've no idea of controls. I'm so lacking in the control section. I don't remember putting the blade on. Why have I put the blade on? I have a feeling that blade... Oh, we gained that. We gained that axe, didn't we? I think that's why we have it on. I'm trying to remember why we have certain things on. It's been a long time. It's been far too long. I wish we'd come back sooner. Let us go to quest to start. And let's have a look. We're going to go away from Marshall. We've got 20 days. Obviously we need to reach Ravensthorpe. Before we go to Ravensthorpe, and we will fast travel there in a second, we will just have a quick look at new skills. So the new skills have been added. Ding 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 ding. Ding 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 ding. Ding 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 ding. It's still going. Hello gaming, how are you? We've literally just loaded in. It's been taking a while to load in. Right, so new skills. What are we missing over here? Shield Master. Either automatically rotates to block incoming attacks by holding up their shield. That's quite a cool one. Held Run Slam. Press R2 while sprinting to knock enemies back with powerful knee slam. These are all minor upgrades. And then you have Iden's Heart. Draw upon the vitality of Iden. Passively regenerate recent health loss after a short delay. It's not a bad skill to have, to be fair. And then if you go down here, Light Fingered. I will now pick up nearby loot with a quick flick of the wrist. We've already got the bird that will pick up loot for us. This one seems a bit of a waste. As I say, the bird will pick up loot for you automatically, so I don't know. Either can now use their bow abilities while mounted. Now that's a nice upgrade. People have been asking for that for a little while. I didn't really see the point in it, but it does make sense. I tend to not use my horse as much, I suppose. And Thrill of War. Vikings live for the fight. Gain adrenaline as long as you remain in conflict. Now that makes a lot of sense. Vikings, we know they were all very bloodthirsty and, you know, combat based. That works with that. We've got Survival Instinct. When at less than a third of health, hold the cross for partial healing. Yeah, I'm never going to remember that. He's actually putting a bandage on his hand. He is actually putting a bandage on his hand. That's similar to Far Cry, where you actually see yourself patching yourself up. I'm never going to remember to press that button though. Unstoppable. While in combat, either sprint becomes unblockable and knocks enemies back at the cost of stamina. It's okay. Obviously, we'll aim to get them all. Wolf Warrior. Fight with increasing fury as death draws near. Your damage increases the lower your health. I like that one. It's like a last stand, isn't it? You watched Ragnarok already on season. I've seen season 2. Ragnarok is amazing. So that is the new skills. We have got a mastery point, but we can't spend it. What armour are we wearing, gaming? You asked, didn't you? This is the Celtic armour from the Irish DLC. I can't remember why I put the axe on. Does anyone remember why I put the axe on? There must have been a reason we did it. It's got no runes in it, and it's not upgraded. There must have been a reason we did it, and I cannot for the life of me think what it was. Let's chuck some runes. I don't know if we're going to need it. I'm assuming we are going to need it. Increase attack. I've taken a hit. Chained. I'll chuck that one on. I'm not even really looking at what I'm putting on. I'm just putting on runes that seem like I should have them on. But yeah, I'm not sure why I'm using it. I can't. It's been that long, I just can't remember. Heavy damage will do, and we'll do. We don't normally play by build, do we? Because we tend to change the weapons we're using and the armor we're using based on whatever we're getting from the game itself. So that'll do. And obviously we've got a few upgrades to do to things, but because we got the armour and we haven't done much since, we've got this Thorgest shield as well, which is the Irish shield. I think we got the axe from Ireland. That could be my only thinking is why we're using it. Did we get it from Ireland? Named after the Jotun of Winter. We've made an offering to dedicate every boat to the goddess it was named after. I think, yeah, we must have. I can't remember now. It's been that long, I really can't remember. Anyway, enough's enough. Let's actually go to Ravensthorpe and see what we're about to see. What is this festival all about? The festivals themselves previously have been quite good. Okay, it's very cosmetic based, and obviously I don't really worry too much about that. But they've always been quite good to us. We've always managed to complete them. We've got what we needed out of it. And they've been a good bit of fun. I think the last festival, we had the bloodthirsty chicken. That was terrorising people, and we had to go and kill it to get a feather for a crown, which was different. I hate chicken. Hates chickens. I'm sure of it. But I'm pretty sure we'll change weapons fairly quickly, depending what we need to do. I haven't looked into any of this. As usual, we go in blind. I know a few people who streamed it this afternoon. I've heard a few comments about it, but I've tried to stay away from anything that ruins what we have to do. So we are going to go in blind as always. And basically just see what happens. The main thing will be the quests, followed by the games, and then we see from there. But yes, one of the rewards for tokens will be the one-handed sword. Now, one-handed swords has been a very contentious point with a lot of people when it comes to Valhalla. A lot of people wanted them. Few people didn't see the point, including myself. But they're added, so we will use them. But yeah, I've not really got the whole we want them, they need to add them, we need to have it now. I don't get that. But Ubisoft obviously listened. As I said at the start, if you don't already know, Siege of Paris releases on the 12th of August. Very exciting time. It's going to be interesting to see the length, the size, and the story behind it. And how it intertwines into the main story. The Irish DLC, Wrath of the Druids, worked really well in the way it got the two together, main game and that. So it'd be interesting how they introduce it. But then this festival kind of does the same thing, doesn't it? So this festival, Sigrblot, is actually... Sigrblot means the first day of summer. So it's a summer festival. And I am hearing rumours there is going to be a Year 2 Season Pass with Year 2 DLC, which will be interesting. And the Meteor DLC is still a rumour currently. Here we go, we're in Ravensthorpe.
Eivor! You have arrived just in time.
Is it Sigrblot already?
The days are long and the nights are warm and lit with fires.
I think that tells my pronunciation isn't that off. The raiding season,
We still need to
start of
finish
summer.
gathering offerings for the gods so we can earn their favor. With their blessing, we will have calm waters, good winds, and much bounty.
As I say,
must be busy forging weapons and armor.
Yes, he asked to bring in an extra set of hands. Svinta has already set up her forge by the training ground. But weapons are not the only tools of war, Eivor. You must train your mind as you train your body.
Eager to see what this
it's like we're getting told off.
I would show you around, but I need to get my offering ready for the bonfire. Check around the settlement to see what's needed. Perhaps you can make yourself useful.
Am I not already useful?
Oh, be sure to say hello to Norvit. But first,
I've missed this game. It's weird.
Mark the beginning of the festival.
We are marking the beginning of the festival. As the chief of the Raven clan, it is our duty. That's cool. I do like that. Okay. New quest, the war effort. Oh look, we've got 20 festival tokens for doing nothing. So we're going to participate in the war effort. Consult the carvings surrounding the offerings boat. Before we do that, I'm collecting food. I kind of assumed I'd be down on rations. Now, there's someone to talk to here. Okay, I think there's a, I can't remember the names of things. Dice game is over there. There seems to be a symbol there. There's someone to talk to here.
Thera, you've outdone yourself with this bonfire.
It is my design, but many hands help to gather the wood.
The gods will favor us when they see the smoke and all the offerings we have collected for them.
Speaking of offerings, everyone has gathered their sacrifices and left them for collection at the shrines near the waterfall.
To be fair, I've just nicked all the food.
You ask me to act as collector.
Eivor, you're our leader. Everyone looks to you to set the example both in war and in celebration. Also, you are very strong and have a knack for carrying things.
So my true value is as a pack horse.
Would a pack horse be entrusted with choosing which god receives
Oh.
our offerings? Go and
That's a
see
choice.
what people have left at the shrines. Choose only the offering that you think is best and return here. I have news from Francia. The plunder there is of such finery that Norse have ravaged the land up to the very gates of Paris.
I've heard of the city. I should like to see it someday.
There is the biggest push towards the Siege of Paris DLC. If you didn't hear that, Thyra was talking about the wealth and loot that can be gained from Paris, as she's heard the Norse have got to the gates of Paris. And then Ivor added at the end, I would like to see that city one day. That is a massive push towards Siege of Paris. After watching Ragnarok, I had to put Thor's arm on in Valhalla. Yeah, I'm trying to stick to how we've always done it though. I really want to. I know Ragnarok was fantastic, but I'm sticking to any armor we get from DLCs, and so Siege of Paris will change. We may even change now. It is, isn't it, Cathy? That's the biggest push towards it so far. So we have Yule log over there. We've got to consult the carvings, surround the offerings boat, participate in the war effort, and we need to collect. I think we gained another quest to collect things by talking to her. We did. So war games, which is Orlog. Help the new blacksmith test her weapons. You can test your metal. Feeding the wolf. We've got to choose which offering will be sacrificed to the Sigrblot bonfire. But we'll start with the war effort. We gained 20 tokens straight off the bat. I don't know how much we need for anything. There we are. Festival tokens. I've no idea how much we need. We shall soon find out, I'm sure. So we need to... Right, we've got to head here. There's different things to look at. So this is... Interact. My sound is completely just gone. I don't know if you guys can... My sound is cutting in and out. Right, so... It seems to be really iffy. I'm not sure why that's happening. We have had this previously in Valhalla, after an update. Once we got into a big fight, we lost sound for a couple of seconds. It all seems to have calmed down a bit. Yeah, my sound's gone funny, in-game. It's not me. They're talking a foreign language, I've noticed that. Right, so we did go to interact here, and as I interacted...
It seems there's a lot I need to do to sharpen my mind and body.
All the background sound from the game has disappeared. Using the Dublin champion armour, nice. It's just started to rain, it's always a good festival. But yeah, my sound is... That's the game causing that issue.
A feast and some acts of bravery should help raise everyone's spirits.
Okay, so all of these require a different amount of work.
We'll need to fill our stores if we're going to be ready for a long voyage.
So we need to pick one of...
materials.
Yeah, so it seems we need to pick one of these.
I should see what needs to be done around the settlement.
And then leave that on screen and go and do those, by the sounds of it. Because each time I go to one of these, it changes what's on the left-hand side. Show nearby quest, test your metal. So help Thyra with the sacrifice, help Dawn with the pigs, and humble Ake. Okay, who we got here?
I am surrounded by fools.
So this is Ake.
Brigands.
Yeah, sounds off. I'm sure they're talking, but there's no sound. You're gonna hope your saves are there. Well, I was panicking, to be fair. But yeah, they're talking, having a conversation, and I've got no sound.'s no words coming out. And even with subtitles on, as I always have. There we go, look. They're back now. I'm guessing this is Flyting. Would be just a straight up guess because of that. But even the subtitles weren't showing on screen, which is an issue. Yeah, if this is what it's Flyting, then I'm screwed because I can't hear anything. We're a small bet. This is our only 20 tokens we're betting here. I need some sound. Yeah, I'm guessing Flyting by the way it's looking. It said humbling. But we're about to... Okay, we've got some sound again.
The best.
And then it's disappeared. Even with, so the subtitles aren't even showing up. I don't even know what I'm meant to say. Can you repeat that?
I'm the roughest, the toughest, the biggest, the best.
It's the second sentence I need to listen to see what he's saying, and I can't see it. I'll do that one. I'm complete guessing. I don't even know what I'm saying at this point. So this is the first glitch we've had.
I suppose that was
We
rather
got it right somehow. I don't know how. How am I meant to do this without sound? It's ridiculous. Let's see if he doesn't say it again. Just see if it comes back out. No, it's still not doing it. If we win this, I'll be really amazed. Yeah, I might have to. I draw blood, you nurse bruise, you make Owl's fights. Who cares because you soon lose. Back to your booze. I don't know. Yeah, first one's lucky guess. We've gone for the second one. Let's see if we get this right. I don't even know if that was good or not. This is
more than just wits. It's a battle of wills.
Come back again. You're drunk and saying which rank forcing. Try and repeat it, see if it does it.
This is more than just wits. It's a battle of wills.
It's the first time I've had a really big issue like this. I'm sure you could learn, just watch me. Drunk and insane with rank rod in your brain. Elvis can help you train. Oh, I forgot. He thinks you're pain. I'm guessing. We've managed to get 2 right. I've no idea.
Rather sad effort, really.
I'm not surprised. Is that it? Is there more? Don't know. I've never had this issue before. It's ridiculous. I don't even know what he said. Oh, I've never had this. This is ridiculous. I'm hoping nothing else is like this. We're just having an issue just with this. What I might do is save and come back out and reload back in and see if that fixes it. With practice you'd be great, but I'm not keen to wait. In due time you'd be skilled, so then wait lest you're killed. That one. I've guessed again. We'll try and load back in and see if that fixes this. The sound was fine.
I have no choice but to admire that.
We got it right. Did we win? Please tell me we've won. If I've won without hearing it, that's... The thing is, even if the sound was playing up, the subtitles should still show. We won. We actually won. We doubled their festival tokens and we won the Flyting. Now, if anyone ever asks me how I did it, I don't know. But we managed to win Flyting whilst not able to hear the Flyting. But yeah, I think we'll reload the save. I'm gonna save it and reload in on the save, because when we first loaded in, the sound was fine. It just seemed to be it then seemed to hit once we started the actual missions. So we're going to try again. We won though, but that's the important part, is somehow we managed to win. It's actually going to load. Hopefully it sorts the sound. Like I say, if it was a sound issue on my side, you'd still get the subtitles, but it's a game sound issue with no subtitles coming up. I always play on subtitles because it's easier for you guys to read, and also for myself. Just in case we're chatting and I miss something, I can read it. But even the subtitles weren't showing, so that tells me it's a game issue. Good job getting all the way. I have no idea how I did that. I don't know. Somehow. I don't know how. Pure fluke luck. That's all I can say at this point. I don't know how we did it. It's the master of flyting. What can I say? But hopefully when we load back in, the sound is fixed. I would like to actually hear some of what's happening, or even read the subtitles at least would be nice. And like I say, the start of it was fine. And then as soon as we went to the points where you collect the missions from, we lost it. So we'll see how we are now. So we've got the rain sound, which we kind of lost previously. And we've completed one mission. So our next one is actually to help Tyra with the sacrifice and help Braun with the pigs. Now I believe the sacrifice, Tyra wanted us to go and collect it. I believe. Because this was Tyra. Let's have a look on the map for a second. It's not going to tell me where to go, I don't think. Participate in the war effort is the one we're doing now. But I've got no markers. So I don't know what the pigs are. We've got to find Braun somewhere. And I think Tyra was the one who wanted us to go... We can examine. What's examine? Okay, so we've got to go to the waterfall to collect the offerings, sacrifice, and I believe that's the Tyra mission. Boulder, beloved of all, god of beauty, champion of light, bold is perfection made flesh, and none may resist his natural charms. His goodness is so great he would sacrifice all to bring about a better world. Let's have a quick look at these first, because we're going to have to put that sacrifice in front of one of these, I believe. Friend of Midgard, god of storms, bane of giants, this is Thor. None can match the sheer force of Thor's power and passion. Loud as thunder, more deadly than a lightning strike, monsters tremble at his approach. I hate that word, I can't pronounce it. I'm not playing Orlog yet. Freya, queen of Asgard, goddess of fertility, mother of magic. Freya blesses the brave with plentiful crops and healthy offspring. She favours those who practice magic and punishes those who pervert it. Now, remember we are now Bassam. He is in the Animus, controlling Ivor, or reliving his memories. There is no way he would pick Freya or Thor, would he? That's the big thing. Right, I believe we have to head for the waterfall. Which, if I remember correctly, is where I'm going to head. Right, let's see if I can remember. That's small attack. Yeah, perfect. I know my 2 attack buttons. That's bow. Perfect. Right, the waterfall, I believe, is where we need to collect. Not here. Further around. The waterfall, I believe, is where we have to collect. We've got a letter. I may have to have a look at that as well. So yeah, the waterfall is, I think, is where we've got to go for this bit. With the sacrifice. I'm kind of guessing, because there's not any markers showing up. I believe we've got sound back, because I can hear all the other sound effects. Right, where is the waterfall? Because that is supposedly where everything has been left. Here we go. So there's meant to be... There we... no. I'm sure she said there was things to collect in the waterfall. This is the Seer's hut. Find and reach the shrines. So where are the shrines are? Shrines are up there, I think. Where the wedding took place is my guess. There seems to be a lot less markers to help you at the minute. Whether that's a conscious thing or not, I don't know. Well, I believe this may be it. I could be completely wrong though. It's not here, is it? So the only other shrines I can think of are the ones down there. So I'm trying to remember the buttons as well.
Let's see.
That's that.
You, old friend.
I don't want to call my mount. That was the wrong button. Why can't I... That's my bow. That's protect. I can't... There we go. That's what I was after. I was after the pulse. Right. I thought she said we had to go to the waterfall to collect something. But I can't... Only other place I can think is down here. There's shrines here. I don't want to speak to Dag. So there's shrines here. But I can't see anything to collect. No. Okay, I'm a little bit confused. As the help with the war effort is here. We've got things to do for the war effort. Find and reach the shrines. Why don't we actually put this one on and hope it works? Where is that going to be? Nowhere near where I am. So strangely, I'm not even sure where the marker is. I'm sure she said that by the waterfall. The shrines are in the settlement near the waterfall. Well, this is the waterfall. So now I'm just looking for shrines. Oh, we're in the right place. As it's just come on. We just got to locate the shrines. I think they're here. Actually. I think I'd actually walk past them. There they go. This is it.
It looks as though people left messages to the gods. I wonder who wrote what.
So we need to read the messages. Tarbin's prayer. God guide my hands and keep them covered in flour, not blood. So that's the baker. Petra's prayer. Make the deer fatter and we could do with less wolves. So that's the hunter. Also our girlfriend. Ramvi's prayer. Watch over us as we war and guide us to your hall when we fall. Bring back an offering to sacrifice. Oh, okay. We've now got to pick one to bring back. Oh no, we have to pick one of these to bring back. There's more notes here though. Hyphen's prayer. May your enemies be driven from these lands and may time forget them. Alvis prayer. Gods watch over Holga and grant us another year. So I'm just reading the ones that didn't actually show up originally. Toby's prayer. My Sven feel my love and know his heart lives in me. Okay. That was Ramvi. Tekla's prayer. May this year's ale be plentiful and strong. I want to grow strong and brave like Ivor, and I want a sword and a horse. May the gods can provide no. Okay, well we need to pick one of these up. I don't think it matters which one.
Tarbin continues to surprise me.
I just picked the first one. I didn't really worry too much about what it said. Is my horse still following me? No, it's a dog. We need to remember to go and visit the Longhouse to get our letter. There is a letter in there. No idea where it's from. Okay, we've got to walk this all the way back to the bonfire. So far though, other than the sound issues, it's okay. But then, festivals tend to start off a little bit slow, mission-wise, quest-wise. We'll see how we go though. It's all about preparing us for France. The whole festival is about raiding, preparing, doing all your offerings, making sure you are ready. for the siege. That's the whole point of the festival. Okay, we need to put this offering in the bonfire.
I have not had the win all day. I must turn this.
Did you read the notes that everyone left?
Yes. Some interesting prayers, to be sure.
There we go. So I'm assuming we place this. Burning.
Have to repair that.
I was trying to put it in there like it said to. Light your torch for the god of your
The offering
choice.
has been made.
Lift your torch.
Right, okay. So we need to light our torch and pick an offering. So
Lift your torch and commit our offerings to the god of your choice.
we've got a choice to make of which god we're going to offer to. Now my issue is Basim. Hopefully you've all completed the game and you know what happens at the end. Basim is now controlling us and there's no way he would pick Thor or Freya. So I would normally want to pick Thor, but I also think Basim won't. So we'll just go for this one.
To you, brave Balder. You fill our hearts with courage as we conquer distant lands.
There we go. Put the torch away. So the offering I've kind of chucked on the floor.
Maybe find fortune and return safely.
You've done well, Eivor. You've represented our clan with humility and grace. I know that everyone appreciates all.
Thank you for the like of that
us.
watch, much
You
appreciated.
should check in front of people's homes. There might be tokens of thanks waiting for you.
We should check in front of people's homes.
More revelers.
It would appear that Ravensthorpe is gaining a reputation for our celebrations.
Okay, there's lots of people to speak to. But that is telling us to go to people's homes and collect what may have been left for us. I want health is what I want. There we go. So let's see if we can. What we'll do, we'll quickly go and grab the tokens because it's still part of the same quest. Then we will quickly go to the Longhouse and read this letter because I don't know what the letter's about. Right, what have we got here? Tarban's thanks. You did not judge me when you saw my truth, and for that I am grateful. 35 festival tokens. He's in his memories, yes, but he still. It's whether you see it as he chooses for him, i.e. directly controls him, or is he reliving it as it happened. It's one of those, isn't it? We don't really know. Thanks for the like over, that was much appreciated. Up to sync up again. Son of us, thanks. Your hospitality and generosity know no bounds. There's another 35 tokens. We're gaining tokens very quickly, which I'm very surprised by. Previously, tokens were a little bit harder to get in some of the festivals. These ones, I haven't even looked how much you need for rewards. Era's thank you, Ivor, you're the best. Feeding the wolf quest complete. So a nice simple task done. Another 35 tokens. So we've completed a quest already. There is still more to do. We've not done any fighting or anything yet. It's as simple as we've found a shrine, read some letters, delivered them, and collected some tokens. So far, so good. We'll do. The only reason I want to go back here.
A new letter.
That's why. I don't know when this turned up, so I'm curious to who it's from and what it's for. Wafhida? I think that's how you say it. To the esteemed warrior, Ivor of the Ravens. As promised, I've completed my manuscript regarding the peculiar series of incidents we encountered in East Anglia. Enclosed a copy for your perusal. As to your request, names and deeds have been changed with the creation of a legend which shall invigorate our nation. Yours in God's name, Mother Wolfhilda, Abbess of Barking.
An inspiring tale. Far more fitting than that terrible day. At least she changed my name. And she got a dragon in. Always with the dragons.
So, it's been a while. I, for the life of me, cannot remember who Wolfhilda is. But obviously we did something at some point previously. and we're being thanked for it. Now, what is next? So we've done one quest, there wasn't much to it, so the war effort seems to be the big thing. So what do we need to do for the war effort? We need to help Braun with the pigs. I don't know where Braun is.
Can I interest you in a game of Orlog?
We will do Orlog at some point shortly. It's a season pass mission. Oh, well, we did the season pass mission and she's thanking us, isn't she? I don't know who this person is. Oh, Norvid.
Brought back your shop.
Oh,
Okay.
yes.
I didn't know who it was.
And have I found some treasures?
We'll have a look at how much things are. This one-handed sword as well, we'll see how much it is. The sound seems to have fixed itself. I wish it fixed itself before the Flyting contest, but considering we completed it anyway, it's okay. It could be worse. So there's a new Raven, a hunting falcon. 200. No prey can hide from the falcon's talons. And this is the one thing everyone's been after. Scoffnung. This is the one-handed sword. You don't get any information about it, not until you buy it. You've also got a couple of schematics, a watchtower and Boulder's offering, a couple of tattoos, and some hairstyles. Sigrblot hairstyles. So the main things for us would obviously be the sword. That's the main point of doing this festival. And the hunting falcon. Sword is 300 festival tokens. And I'd probably go for the hunting falcon. This is a change. I haven't changed at all through the whole game and DLCs our bird. So I probably would change it to the hunting falcon for a change. But the aim is 300 tokens to start with. We've got 145 already. So 155 to go.
I must take my leave. So long.
I don't know how many you get for Orlog.
See you soon, Eivor.
We have got Test Your Metal. But let's have a look at carry on these missions here. So this is where there's more to do here. So we're still going to help Braun, actually. Can we see where Braun is? Because there's a couple of... That's still on this list to do. Who's this person?
Where's the barrel of meat, friend?
A seer warned me of a vision she had where I was a frog drowning.
This
in a
was the
lap of
guy
meat.
normally you do the drinking contest with.
So instead, you're guarding empty pens.
I
We
was
found...
hoping no one
There we go,
would
this is
notice,
Braun.
but
So
the
we
pigs I
needed
bought
this
for the
mission.
offerings got loose after their cart crashed.
I see where this is going. You want me to find and kill the pigs and bring back the meat.
What? No, no. They need to be alive for the offerings. Can you go gather them and bring them back?
We've got to go and
How would
find
I go about doing
pigs.
that?
The farmer I bought them from said that if you whistle, they will come running. If they trust you, they will follow you.
This feels like an errand for a child. It's bad them not around.
Please, Eivor. Norvid gave me some of his tokens. They're yours if you bring back the pigs.
Do
Very
anything for
well,
tokens,
Braun.
won't we?
I will find your lost pigs.
So tokens it
Thank
is.
you, Eivor. May the gods favor you.
There we go, we'll track the quest. 3 big pigs. I don't like the sound of that. So reach the crashed pig cart. We're probably going to end up fighting something. If there are chickens that jump out on us again, as previous, I will end up despising them even more, I'm sure. Right, crash cart. You're nearby. Here we go.
There they are.
There's a pig.
Now to whistle and hope they trust me.
I forgot how to whistle.
What do you see, Sunan?
No. That's call my mount though. How do I whistle without calling my mount? Get off.
It's raiding season and I'm shepherding pigs through the mud.
Come on. Come on, little pig.
Maybe Dag was right.
Come on, little pig. I managed to remember the whistle. Little pig, little pig.
Hey,
This is-
no! Stop that!
Whoa.
Come on!
Of all the silly things we've done throughout Assassin's Creed. Come on, pig. This is probably one of the silliest. Come on. And this is only the first one. There's 2 more to do. In you come, Piggy Wig. Come on. Not that way, come in.
That is one pig returned.
Stay.
Still not clear why he couldn't do this.
Eyeball's not happy. Okay, we have 2 more pigs to find. I've remembered how to whistle, which does help. So one is there, and one is over there. I'm expecting something to happen, something to jump out. Although I could be massively wrong. And nothing comes at us, but... we're in the right place. It's somewhere in that area. So we are the chief clan leader of the Raven clan. And I can hear him. I heard a pig. There he is. Hello, Mr. Pig.
Come on, pig. It's like you don't want to be offered up to the gods. It's an honor, I assure you.
Do you think they know what's going to happen to them? Is that why they're running away? Yeah, we're the leader of the Raven clan. There's a second pig here as well. Should we try and do 2 at once? The other pig is meant to be here. See if we can bring both pigs back in one go. We're in the right area. No, a bit closer to the water. Mr. Piggy! Mr. Piggy! There we go. Let's do 2 together, shall we?
I wonder how the farmer trained the pigs to follow a whistle.
Yeah, that's an interesting point. But yeah, we're the leader of the Raven clan. You know, we raid, we pillage. Oh, wolf. I didn't even see the wolf coming, I just noticed that my the way my game acted changed, and I thought, oh, we've been attacked. Yeah, we're the leader of the Raven clan, and yet we're herding pigs. We've pillaged, we've ransacked, we've helped defend Ireland, we've helped the English accept us on their land, and yet we're now herding pigs. Feels a little bit... we're a little bit undervalued, I think. Come on, Piggywigs. And of all the things we've done on Assassin's Creed, this is one of the silliest, I'm sure. Come on. In you come.
2 fat piggies playing in the mud.
3 piggies. Done.
That should be all of them. Eivor the pig herder.
Return to Brawn. If they close the gate, that might help. Yeah, get it at once. It was nice to be able to do 2 at once.
Here you are. All your runaway pigs back in one piece.
Ah, thank you. These boots are new and I couldn't bear the thought of them
Really?
covered in mud. Oh, I have your promised tokens, but
You didn't want to get your boots covered in mud.
you also earned the right to choose which god will receive the offering.
Oh. My sound's changed again. I could tell the difference in my headphones. My sound has just changed. I've got a feeling we've lost sound again. We can now light a torch to the god of our choice. We've already picked one god. In a way, I think we've kind of we can do an offering to each god. So I think I want to do 1 of each. I think will be the aim by the end of it. Wrong button. I'm thinking we light 1 to each. Because this is our second one we're able to light. There we go.
We offer this to you, mighty Thor. May you give us the strength to defeat our enemies as we raid.
Quest complete. 3 little pigs. I didn't see how many tokens we got for that. So that is 2 quests done. So I'll have a quick look at how many tokens we got. Tokens. We've got 245, we need 300 for the sword. So far, it's all been very... what's the word I'm looking for? Not very exciting. We've still got the war effort to do, we've not finished the war effort. As you can see here, we can track the quest. Consult the carvings surrounding the offerings boat. This is the offerings boat. There is still things to do here.
We'll need to fill our stores if we're going to be ready for a long voyage.
So we need to catch a
materials.
So we need to catch a fish, and then we need to loot foreign supplies from a river. So we actually have to go on a river raid. I don't know how many supplies you need, but supposedly we actually need to go and do a river raid as part of this. We also need to catch a fish. So fish first. These are all the boats. That's quite cool. Is there any fish here? There is. So let's see if we can catch a fish. That's one of the missions.
Lots of hungry fish here.
One of the quests. So we'll see if we can catch a fish. And then river raid is next, I suppose. For all those people that struggled for ages to get all the fish for the trophy, you may not like this little quest. Luckily we're not looking for anything difficult. There we go, so now you see that's disappeared on their war effort. There's quite a bit to do for the war effort alone, to be honest. We now need to do a raid. I don't know how many supplies we need. The worst thing is for us, with the foreign supplies, is we currently have 550 foreign supplies as it is. And yet we still need to go and get more. But we'll go.
Up for some raiding?
Yep. I don't know. Let's have a look what he's got in a minute. So these are Wayland's armour. These are all for foreign supplies. They're quite expensive considering how many times we've got 550 sat there. And we've got to, that's cost 450 for each bit of armour. Kind of why we haven't bothered. I just want to see we can change our hull. We've actually gained more schematics. I don't know when. We have gained. I'm not putting anything on. The Jackdaw sail, Seer sail, Greek fire breather, the rock sail. I think these are all from the islands. We gained some of these, didn't we? From things we'd done. All different figureheads. We're keeping to what we've always had. I'm not changing any of it. I'm just looking what they are. Perfect. I also wanted to see if we could upgrade our cargo. Well, we couldn't. We're allowed to carry 400. Now, I don't know how many we need to bring back. But we're going raid them. Vaughn's map. Foreign supplies plentiful. Everything's done. We've already completed river raids previously. So we'll go for the River X. This is our team currently. They're all level 2s or 3s, so yeah, we're happy. Let's go. Like I say, I don't know how many supplies we need to bring back. I don't want to do too little, and we come back and it says no, you need more, we have to go back out. So we'll probably try and fill the boat, which is 400. That's kind of my thinking. I don't know if I could just come back and use my 550. I don't know. Could we get away with it, do you think? We've got 550 foreign supplies. In theory, we could just come back from the raid empty-handed and just use those. Because obviously we're going to have to give them to someone, I would have said. To clear it. As part of our war effort. So all this festival is leading to the Paris siege. I don't like it when my screen goes black for too long. I do like the little letters though. On little boats that have been handmade. Their messages or prayers to the gods. I like that little attention to detail there. But yeah, this is all preparation for Siege of Paris. This is all laying the groundwork and being ready for it. And we've heard it mentioned in the conversations, so we know it's coming. We know when it's coming, and everything is pushing us towards that. Generally, I must admit, herding pigs, catching their fish. It's very gentle currently. So nothing too difficult about the festival so far. I wouldn't say there's much replayability either. Yeah, I don't know. I think they want you to do a raid. Maybe it's just to get people to go back to them. Gives you a reason to go to them again. I know there's new armour, but if you can only carry 400 foreign supplies back, and each part of the armour is 450, you know, what's that? 5 pieces of armour. So you've got to raid 6 times, fill your boat up 6 times to get all the Wayland armour, which is why we haven't really bothered. We got the first set when they first released, mainly because you found it in the raids, and we haven't done any since. I am curious whether I could just go straight back now, and because I've got supplies, use those. But then it just means if it doesn't work, we've got to sit through the loading screens again to then go back out and raid, just in case it doesn't work. So it's not worth the risk. I'm hoping it will tell us once we get to the river raid how much we need to collect. I thought Vane might tell us, but he didn't. But it's just one of the war effort ones we need to do, so we'll do it. To be fair, they don't take that long. I think we had 6 rations. I'm pretty sure we've lost them all. Because normally, you lose all your rations, don't you, when we do these? Alright, so yeah, it's still there. Loot foreign supplies from a river raid. So, until that disappears in that top left corner, I'm assuming we just have to carry on. Once that disappears, we know we're done, we can go back. At least we'll get some XP and some level points, so we can skill points, so we can get the new skills. There is always that. Right, straight in. I've got to really concentrate on what buttons to press, because we haven't done a proper fight in a while. Let's raid. So there's no new armour that I can see from the festival itself. It is the one-handed sword and the falcon, and that is about it. Will you get anyone to fight? Where are you? Alright, the one thing I do need to do, I need to pick up rations while we're here. He's dead. Right, I think there's supplies over. They're destroying stuff. So I'm trying to work out with it. I'm assuming the house is going to have something in it. Maybe not. This has got some food for me. Since we come into River Road with no rations, although we did have a lot before. So this house needs hands. Where is he? There's lots of stuff to collect. This may even just be rations off the start. That's a ration. It's not even loot.
Good horn! Let's get out of here.
I'm grabbing everything that's here, but we didn't even get one. Keats farm is done. Got some iron ore and some leather. But yeah, we didn't actually gain anything towards supplies. There is another. There's something here to grab. Where is that? That's. Oh, is that? I wonder if that's up the hill. Yeah, there's a small camp further along. That's what that is. So I could see another gold symbol. I'm thinking, why It's not in the camp, surely. We'll sail around. But yeah, as soon as that top left-hand side loot with foreign supplies from a river raid disappears, we're leaving the raid. We're only doing it until we have enough, however much that may be. But yeah, the amount we've got sat there already, it would have been nice to have the option to use those instead of actually going to do a river raid. But yeah, like I say so far, festival, it's definitely a slow burner. There's been nothing too difficult, nothing too untoward. It's very slow. Funny in places. Herding pigs and whistling to them. As it's part of humour there. And we have still got Orlog to do, and I think there's a test your metal, I'm assuming is fighting. So there is still a couple of things to do back in camp. I just thought we'd get the participating in the war effort bit done first, as that seems to be the main part. I still haven't really used weapons, there we go.
We have this.
Can't see anyone. Right, there's a guard that's glitched, as you notice he's just walking into the wall.
God is with me.
So there's a few little issues, I would have said. We need a hand getting in here. Just trying to give everyone the one-handed sword, I think. I think it seems to be that way. You need 300 tokens, and we are not far off that already. So yeah, I would have said it's that, isn't it? It's that. Giving people that ability to have what they've been asking for. There's nothing else in here, is there? Someone's out here wanting a hand.
Hey, come help me out.
Yeah, I'm here. Oh, okay. That's it. That is all we needed to do.
Oh, let's go.
For the River Raid side. It was one amount. That was all we needed. As it has now disappeared off our list. All we needed to do was to collect one. Seems a little bit of a waste with the loading screens and the time it takes to actually get into a River Raid. Especially when we had 750 sat there. But we've gained another 50. We now need to consult the carvings surrounding the offerings. So you just needed to raid one place. Right, I believe we can leave. I can return home. Yes. So we needed 50 resources, foreign supplies. Was it worth the loading screens just to do that when I had them in the inventory? Probably not. But I suppose it's something to try and draw you back in. Obviously you've got the Wayland's armour. If cosmetics are your kind of thing, the Wayland's armour's there. But you're looking at, with a maxed out River Raid boat at 400 supplies, you're looking at 6 trips. If my maths is correct. Yeah, 6 trips to get all the Wayland armour. So it depends if it's your kind of thing. If you're filling time between now and the Siege of Paris, it does make sense, to be fair. But yeah, we enjoyed the River Raids when they first come out. They were new, there was something to do inside the River Raids themselves. The supplies bit, we had a reason because you upgraded your boat, you upgraded your Yoms Viking Hall. After that, just to get in and out, just to get the supplies, just to get a bit of armour. I'm not a massive cosmetic guy, so for me it doesn't bother me. So that's why we haven't really gone back to them. Is that included with what you have to get tokens? Or just takes the 50? Yes. Well, I don't even think we get any tokens for doing this. Unless we get back and Van gives us tokens. But it's to go towards the war effort. So we've got to fill up that bar just for the war effort. I don't even know if we've got tokens for that. We'll find out when we get back. Van may speak to us and give us some. But if he doesn't, it's just to fill that bar up. You've basically got to complete 4 different carvings. And each of them has 3 tasks to complete. By the looks of things. And some tasks give us tokens, some haven't. I would assume by the time you've finished all 4 carvings and all their tasks, you've probably got enough tokens for the one-handed sword, to be honest. I'd be surprised if you haven't. We're not far away from 300 already. We could go and play Orlog and get it really quickly, to be honest. But the main quest, I believe, to the festival is these carvings. But it may change once we get back to camp. It's more of a wait and see and hope kind of thing at the minute. But I think people will get a little bit annoyed that you just have to do that. Some people may stay out and get your whole boat full of foreign supplies. And if you want the Wayland's armour or anything else from Van, I kind of understand it. But for me, the time the loading screens take for the river raids, yeah. Out of all the little tasks we've done so far, that's my least liked. And that comes from after we've done flyting with no sound. So, I'm not saying something. Just because there's no need for all this loading bit. That's the only bit that annoys me, is having to wait. When it was as simple as doing one raid, when I had 750 sat there. If I didn't have any, I kind of understand it. But I didn't need another 50. The loading screens take longer than the raid. I know exactly. This is my issue with the raids, is the loading for them, and it's the only part of the game that takes forever to load. Okay, it took a while for us to load in today. We haven't been on in a while. But yeah, the River Raid's loading screen just takes forever. I'm hoping it's still loading because my boat's stopped moving. Although the water side looks like it is still moving. So I'm hoping it is kind of. We shall see. Yeah, it's just for one raid. It just didn't seem worth it. As I say, if they wanted a boat full 400, at least then it would have made more sense. But to only have to raid 50, which is one chest, yeah, it's just not. I don't know. That's my least favourite part so far. And again, that's after doing flyting without being able to hear the words. Right, we're back finally. Will Van give us any tokens, or is that it? It may just be to remind people River Raids are still here. That may be what that's for. Just that little reminder that they are still there. You can still go and do them. It's a shame they haven't added more to the River Raids. Like, not necessarily a new map, but just changed them up a bit. Because when we first went to them, when they first released River Raids, there was lots of ruins. So it seemed like it was a template that they could add and take away quite quickly and simply. They've never really done much more with it, which always seemed a shame. Because it would be nice if they changed the layout occasionally, but it just never seemed to have happened. We are back. So yeah, we need to go back. I don't think he's going to give us anything. I'll speak to him just in case he does, but I don't think he's going to by the looks of things.
Up for some raiding?
No, he's not going to give us any tokens, so that actually didn't even gain us any tokens at all. Right, what are next in the offerings then? So our bar's not even half full, and I think we've done 2. 2 carvings so far. 2 to go. Right, we need a...
Some acts of bravery.
Oh, okay.
Everyone's spirits.
This is a little bit more interesting. We're going to need to call a feast at the Longhouse. We need to apply a tattoo. We need to find the 3 war letters in the festival area. So we'll start with the war letters. There are 3 somewhere. Now, the problem we're going to have is we've got no idea what they look like. I'd assume we can't spot them. That's... Yeah, my assumption is we won't be able to spot them. That's the festival shop. That doesn't actually say what that is. What's that? That's Hilden's wares. What's that? That isn't actually showing up as anything. Does that mean that's a letter? That's the Irish outpost. So I don't have to worry about that. That doesn't show up as anything. So hang on. Could that be one of these letters? Let's find out. It may not be, but that's just not coming up as anything else. No. It's not showing up as anything. So we need to find... I don't know what that was then. That's Orlog. So somewhere in this festival area are 3 letters. Now, obviously, the issue, guys, we don't know what they look like, although I think flashing that did just help. I think I found one. There we go, first letter. War letter number 3. Raiding season is truly upon us. I've heard tell of new rivers inland, to the west and to the south. Take what's earned and I'll see you in the mead hall, friend. So there's 1 letter. To be fair, it's a little bit of a cheat that I can just do that.
Sorry.
Obviously you've got to differentiate between the people you need to speak to and the letters. This is letter number 2. The Frankish army is stretched too thin. They can't cover the northern coast. Strike now before the organised set sights across the water. So that's talking about the French. That's talking about Paris. Right, we're missing 1 more letter. Which I believe is over here. War letter 1. Emperor Charles, 3rd of that name and dignity. To his people, who will bring naught but shame. A ruler who would rather buy the enemy. Kingdoms inherited and unearned. The fat will be trimmed. So we've done all the war letters now. And they all spoke about France. It's just more hints towards France. I know we need to do all log. He's still talking. Right, we'll go and get a tattoo next. I don't want to, but because we need to knock it off the list, we'll go and get one. I cannot for the life of me remember where we go. Hunting lodge. We should go and see Petra at some point. She is meant to be our girlfriend, but we've not really spoke to her in a while. Assassins. Where is... Okay. That's Madge's house. Grain farm. Cannot for the life of me think where we get one from. Cartographer. It's not there. That's the Carrie's house. Humwolds. It's not there. Grain farm. Where do I get a tattoo from? Tattoo shop. Behind us. And to the right. It's here. Let us go and get a tattoo. I've got no clue which one.
I'm proud of the new styles I've been working on.
We need to do something just to clear this off the list. Change hair and tattoos.
What have you got for me today?
We don't see them. We've got loads of new ones actually that we've not looked on in ages. To be fair, we've done a back one where we did do a back when we first started. We've got a face one. So we have a look at the chest. There's lots here. I'm not overly fussed, to be fair, what any of them are. We've gained them over time. Egyptian's there. Egyptian doesn't really fit, does it? Ruth, Vegas, Valhalla Blessing. I like the idea of a Valhalla Blessing. Let's do the Valhalla Blessing. There we go. You're not going to see it, because we wear armour. We have got a load of new face tattoos again, just to get them all off. I'm not putting any of them on. Some of them just seem a bit over the top. The only one we currently have, I believe, is the Raven on the corner of the head. We've got arm, which I believe we've got one on already, just because we picked it when we created Ivor. I'm just getting rid of all the blue bits, to be fair. And as I say, we don't. I know some people play with no armour showing, because you can do that. And it shows off all the tattoos. And I know the general assassins, not assassins, general Norse warriors would have tattoos all over them. We don't want to go blonde, do we? We're classic hair currently now. What is the difference between that? Oh, I think that's a longer. That's what we currently have, and we've had from the start. What is the difference? I can't see a difference between the two. But okay. Well, I've applied.
Anything else I can do for you?
We've done the tattoo. That's the important part.
I have to go. See you soon.
You won't see it, but it's there.
Until next time, Eivor.
Right, tattoo done. It's the wolf that we've been talking to. We can now call a feast, and that's that one done. So far, simple, but effective. We'll start a feast. Cost us 65 silver. Got 5,964. I think we've got plenty. There we go. I'm kind of annoyed with the axe. It doesn't look realistic enough to use. I think we did gain it from the last DLC, and that's why I've got it. But so the whole point of this corner feast is to improve morale, ready for France, make everyone happy before we go raiding, and bring the Raven clan together. That's the whole point of the festival, and that's the whole point of that feast. So we now need to consult the carvings surrounding the offerings boat once more. I believe we've got one more carving to do. And then I think there's Orlog and there's Test Your Metal, whatever Test Your Metal involves. But I think we're nearly done. Participating in the warfare is nearly finished. And we've been live an hour and 23 minutes. With a few little technical difficulties from within the game itself. We're nearly done. With the quest, anyway. There's other stuff we can be doing. Right, what is this one? We got a... Right. So, now this is the stuff we haven't done. We need to buy something from Norvid's shop. Which obviously we won't buy until we have 300 tokens. We need to defeat Alwyn in the game of Orlog. Again, that was something we were leaving until after these quests. And survive 3 rounds of Swinder's weapon testing. So... Again, we were leaving that to afterwards. Now it actually wants us to participate in the things around the festival. So, let's go and see if we can survive Swinder's weapons testing.
You must be Eivor. I am Swinder. Gunnar asked me to help forge and repair weapons.
Well met. I'm happy to have the extra help. Why have you set up at the fistfight grounds?
Sunniva told me you would not mind if I used the fight ring to test my weapons. I've actually made a bit of a game of it. That way I can test my metal while your warriors practice for battle.
Using real weapons? Do you wish to kill them before they set foot on the battleground?
Ha! No! There are rules to my tournament. You must yield once you've had enough and take time to heal. Was Sunniva wrong to let me set up this tournament?
No need to worry. We could all use some.
So we need to, I think, by the sounds of it, test out weapons for them. That she's forged.
Everyone in the tournament must choose a second, an ally to fight by
Oh, we've got to choose a second.
I have a Yamsviking in the barracks who would make a fine ally.
Very good. I've prepared 3 different types of weapons.
There we go. We've got to test 3 different types of weapons.
Are you ready to join the tournament?
Of course.
I'm ready.
I'm curious to what they are, because obviously we generally used an axe when we started and a hammer throughout the game. Dual daggers, short sword, dual shields. I'm not going to like dual shields, I'm sure. We'll start with dual daggers. Not something we've used. Short sword will be the one-handed sword, I'm assuming. We'll start with dual daggers. We need to do all 3 rounds of this.
Flow freely with this.
And this is going to be very different to what we're used to.
3 rounds with no breaks in between, and stop fighting if an opponent yields. Are you ready?
We need to stop if an opponent yields.
A true warrior. Also, the fights will likely be unfair depending on your opponent and the weapons you choose. And remember, it won't be one-on-one. May the gods grant you luck.
The fights may be unfair depending on the weapons you chose. I'm assuming they're going to have the weapons we didn't choose. Okay. Where's my opponent? Something went wrong. I don't think something worked because I didn't get... I couldn't fight anyone. I can't actually do that one. It does. She's run away and I'm not fighting anyone. Yeah. And I haven't got the weapons. I've got my axe. I don't know where she's gone. I don't know if we've got to pull a John Viking with us, maybe? I hate the look of what you're wearing, so let's go with someone normal, shall we?
A great day for 6 warriors to reign.
Come,
here I am.
show me your valor in battle and earn your place at the great table.
I just picked a random person and hoped they'd work, but it is, I think it's glitched. We can't actually compete in the test of metal, which doesn't really help us. So let's go and do Orlog and see if that fixes it. If not, we'll have to reload back in once more.
Sit a while and play.
So we'll try Orlog, see if that helps. We'll have a look. If not, we'll save and reload back in.
Didn't know you played.
I learned it from
and see what happens.
And I've become quite good. I'd even say I'm the best player in Ravensthorpe.
No, you're not.
A bold claim. I assume you're ready to back it up.
If we can win at Flyting while deaf, we can win at this.
Prepare yourself, Eivor.
Although I've not played in a very long time. But we need to beat him in Orlog to progress. I'm sticking with the ones I used throughout the game. I remember how to play. That's not an issue. I just haven't played for a while. So the biggest things you want to use are the ones with the red things to gain favours. And I'll take... I didn't really need the one that steals the favours, really. But the red squared dice are the ones that he'll pick. Okay. Last roll. He's going to do... we won't do... There's no point doing damage at this point. He's doing no damage and we're doing no damage. We're all good. He's going to steal a God Favour. We're going to... He's going to steal 2, I'm going to steal 1. It's going to basically... Nothing's really going to change in that round. Our turn. We'll go for the same strategy the computer goes for to start with. Stick with the red squared dice. Only to start with. That will change as we go on. I tend to play quite aggressively, to be fair. Let's see what he does. So we're doing damage, and so is he. He's going to do 2. Can ban a dice. There's no point in healing, we're good. I think he's doing 2 damage and we're doing 3. And we'll steal a God Favour as well. So, still fairly even. We'll use the arrow, red-sided dice. We'll steal the God Favour and gain it. I'll block the arrow at the same time, I think. What's he going to do? He's got another arrow, so I kind of want to block it if we can. Nothing there, really. Oh, 5 arrows. That's interesting. What are we going to get in return? Okay, so he's going to have 3 arrows hit. We are going to steal God Favours. So I'll hold off for a second, I think. I can take the 3 damage, that's not too bad. I'm going to steal 2 of his God Favours as well. And we can heal. We've got a God Favour that will allow us to heal at any point. So far we're not doing too badly. I could go full on aggressive, and sometimes I have done. 2 there. Going for God Favours at this point. I think next round I may go full on aggressive. See how he reacts. So he's going to do 1 damage, we're doing 1 damage. We can also deal 8 damage. 12 God Favours, so we'll do that. And then we'll go full on aggressive for our next dice rolls. We are losing by 2 before we do the 8 damage. Yeah, we'll go full on aggressive now. He's only got 3 left. He has got God Favours though. Oh, look at that aggressive. He's gone full on aggressive now. Okay. I'm curious now what he's going to do. It's a very aggressive. They're not red topped. So he has gone aggressive. So I won't at this point, I don't think. No, he's going. I should have blocked on the arrows, to be fair. I'm going to go for God Favours because I'm going to heal, I think. He has gone really aggressive against us. So he's going to do 5 damage, which isn't too bad. But we're going to heal as well. He's healing as well. But we may take the God Favours to stop him healing, actually. We've done 2 damage to him. He hasn't got enough God Favours to heal. There we go. He's only got 1 left. We've healed ourselves. So it still works in our favour. Not as aggressive as I wanted to go. We will go full on aggressive now, though. Especially with them. I'm not holding anything back this time. Oh, he's blocked every single one of them. We only need 1 hit. And he's blocked everything we've done. He's going to heal 4 health. How bad is that? Everything we did, he is blocked. And he's got enough to heal this round. I thought we had him. I really thought we had him there. He's gonna, okay, that's fine. He's gone back to doing God Favours again. And we're going to go aggressive. I could steal enough God Favours just to take the hits, to be fair. Probably should have gone for that. No, I think I'm going to go for it. He's currently blocking 2 axes. I'm going to take 2 hits. Okay, we're going to do 4 damage. He's also going to steal all their God Favours. He's going to be down to 2. And 1. but he has all our god favours, so I think that's a heal on his side. If he's got 10, that's enough to heal. So although we need to do damage, I also need to steal. I'm going to try and do damage and also stop him healing. Interesting he didn't go damage there. And the thing is, we could lose this. He rolls. He didn't, but we can now deal 2 damage. He's going to try and heal, but we're going to steal his god favours. I don't know if it's enough. Who's going first on god favours? Us, with 1. It was all down to who went first on god favours.
Close battle.
There we go.
I would like a rematch.
You're not getting a rematch. We've won another 30 tokens.
That is enough all luck for now.
Now, how many? If we've got enough, we'll go and buy from the shop. My plan was we wanted to go and do the fighting because that's one of the things we need to do. But frustratingly, we haven't got enough tokens for the one-handed sword. But yeah, frustratingly, it glitched on us wanting to do the fighting. I don't think she's back over there, is she? No. So I still can't fight. It's a little bit annoying. Orlok is done. I don't want to buy anything because obviously we want to buy the sword. That's the whole point in this. Let's go back to this. I've interacted again.
Seems there's a lot I need to do to sharpen my mind and body before I need final assurance.
Yeah, she's not come back. So what we're going to do, I don't know if it's going to fix itself. What we're going to do, we're going to save, load back in, and see if that fixes the glitch we seem to be having with the texture metal. It's been a few issues tonight. Previously to this, the only real issues we'd had were crashes when we were live streaming previously. I don't think we've ever really had a glitch with a festival before tonight, so it's a bit weird. And yes, like Kathy said, you can hear them as if they're cheering for the fight, but once we accepted, we couldn't then do anything, and no one seemed to be in the arena. But we'll see what happens. It may fix itself, it may not. And if it doesn't, obviously, we won't be able to complete it today. Should be a little bit frustrating. That is the problem with the festival, is if we can't do that last bit, what can we do? It does give us a reason to come back, although we were planning to come back soon for the mastery challenges anyway. We were just trying to finish off Origins. Okay, is she here? No. So we've somehow managed to glitch. We've gained a load of schemes. Gained a load of tattoo schemes. We've already beaten... Yeah, we've glitched it. And I now can't complete the festival. Trying to think what else we could do to try and unglitch it. We could try fast travelling, to be fair, because we need to participate in the war effort. There is nothing else we need to do other than war games. We've beaten Orlok, we've beaten him already. That is done. If we put texture method on, would that show where she is? I wonder if that shows up on the map. No. See, it's even disappeared from the map. The quest itself isn't there. We'll fast travel back to the main longhouse to see if that helps. There is a chance it's glitched and there's nothing we can do now, which means we can't actually finish the festival until they patch it. It's a little bit frustrating. We still might be able to get the one-handed sword because I could possibly, Orlog, if we win again, may give us the tokens. Because it's only Test Your Metal or Orlog, it seems, that you can get tokens from. So, and I don't know if you, once you've done it once, you get any more. But we have somehow managed to glitch that bit. And visually we've just got an issue as we fast travelled. Yeah, I might have to. The fast travelled have now got a very weird screen. It's loading, it tells me. You can hear celebrating. Yeah, but like you say, it may just be a case we may have to wait, which is a shame. It just means we might try Alvin, and if he does beat him again at Orlog, he may give us more tokens. We can then get the one-handed sword, and then it's just the Test Your Metal to finish. No, it's worked.
Fighters ready?
We fast travelled to a longhouse, and it worked. So they've got dual spears, and I've got dual. They've got dual spears, and I've got dual daggers. But I'm just thanks for this work, to be fair. Yeah, I'm more than anything. I'm just thankful it worked. Right, one is down. My sound's changed again. I've just noticed it in my headphones change. I'm blocked. There we go. Right, I believe that's round one done. So dual spears, we all know, are very OP in this. So that was a little bit more difficult than it should have been. But we've managed to do it. The big guy is the one to watch out for. He will throw us around the ring. Right. Oh, I hate flails. Getting close to a guy with a flail is the problem. I managed to dodge him. Got to dodge the red attack. I think my teammate's taken down the big guy. There we go. Round the back. I can't dodge anymore. I've run out. There we go. Round two done. I think the Joms Viking took out the big guy.
Just you this round.
It's just me now. On my own.
I can take you.
Okay. So I've got to be careful. It's just us.
Can I help you? Blood bag.
Just trying to concentrate on one on their own. Because that way, if we take one out, which we have, it's just one left. So not used to dual daggers. Obviously, the people that use them against us normally frustrate me. Just trying to get behind. There we go. We've survived 3 rounds of Test Your Metal using dual daggers.
I give you the last ringer standing. Eivor of the Raven Clan.
I got lucky, admittedly, but I've never used dual daggers within the game.
Certainly mastered that weapon. Here, some extra tokens.
We've now got enough tokens, I would have said. How many should you give us?
Their king is named the Fat.
Mastery, 90.
Crusher, not Bloodstorm. The Fat. It must be a land of riches.
So we've done it. We can go and speak to her and use the single sword. We haven't used that yet. we can speak to her now. I think we've got to do the others.
Ready to join the tournament?
So we've still got a bit more time. So what we'll do, we know to finish off the main quest, we need to go and buy something. That's it. That's all we need to do. But I want to try out the one-handed sword, and I want to try out this. So we'll complete the other 2 weapons here. If it glitches again, I may regret this.
Good weight to it.
So that's the one-handed sword.
There are 3 rounds with no breaks in between, and stop fighting if an
So we're going to give it a go,
opponent
and then we'll go and buy something, and then see if anything else happens after that. But I think we've nearly finished the festival. I love the fact she said it may be unfair. Again, if this doesn't work like I did last time, we'll just go and buy something. Although, no, it's worked first time. So it required me to fast travel to fix the issue. My John's Viking last time did us a really good job. So, I will say straight away, one-handed sword seems normal. Because we've been playing Origins, for us it is quite a normal weapon. In terms of his movement with it, he's using dual... The other guy's got dual axes. But yeah, movement doesn't seem massively different. I wouldn't say animations are massively different for it. But it just reminds me of Origins, to be honest. Okay, different enemies this time. One's got a hammer, one's got a long sword. I don't know what the lady's having. She's got a dagger. Yeah, so I wouldn't say... I don't think one-handed sword is anything special, from what I can see so far. Big guy's down. I suppose maybe it's a little bit faster than the hammer. But other than that, without looking at the stats, I don't think it's that different. I know people have wanted them, but yeah, I currently can't really see a difference in having them to just having axes or anything else, to be fair. They're blocking me a lot, I must admit.
Go away.
Well, we won. I would say Testrametal isn't that difficult. Obviously, next is dual shield. But yeah, I'd say the one-handed sword feels like it is slower than dual daggers or a dagger, but quicker than a hammer or an axe. That's the way I felt it. 15 bonus tokens. That's another 90 tokens there. Right, we'll do the last one, which is dual shields.
I'm ready.
This is not something I've used. I've seen people use it. It doesn't interest me, but we'll do it because it's part of this. I cannot see how anyone enjoys this, and I've noticed Yom's Vikings, when you raid, will tend to use dual shields sometimes.
Lethal.
I don't get it. I really don't. But we'll do what we have to do.
Are you ready?
Ready and eager.
A true warrior. Also, the fights will likely be unfair depending on your opponents and the weapons you choose. And remember, it won't be one-on-one. May the gods grant you luck.
Not bad. We managed to fix the glitch with the Testure Metal. We've used the dual daggers and we've used the one-handed sword. And I was saying that the one-handed sword, the only real difference is I'd say it's slower than the dagger, maybe quicker than an axe. But other than that, it's nothing special.
Always more enjoyable with an
And now we're dual wielding shields for this one, which doesn't interest me in the slightest, but one guy's down, one to go. I couldn't dodge in time. It's a 2-on-1 situation. Yeah, I don't see how people say dual shields is fun, but each of their own, everyone plays it their own way. Yeah, I'm not a fan. I don't see the point.
Nothing here for you. Turn away.
And they're even using shields as well, which is even funnier to be fair. Taking a bit of a beating this time. I forgot about the stamina system. So we've been so used to playing. How do I use? Oh, there we go. I've used it. I couldn't remember how to use rations. It's been that long, and it's the same as the stamina system. It's so not used to stamina.
That's funny.
You can't just go full on attack, can you? I'm not a fan of this shield. I need my stamina to come out so I can block at least.
No closer, please.
Right, round 2 done. 1 round to go. I want to own this time. It's 1 round to go. You didn't need the help anyway. But yeah, it's remembering the stamina system. I definitely don't want to get to Paris and struggle because we forgot all about the stamina. Got to remember about it and learn it again. Right, 1 left to go. Oh.
Get away.
I blocked him twice there.
Keep your distance.
Had enough stamina just to block him twice. I've run out of stamina though. He's nearly down. I just need stamina back. There we go. I think he stuck a little knife in his side then, although we're using shields. Work that one out.
I give you the last stringer standing.
So test your metal. 3 weapons completed.
You have certainly mastered that weapon. Here, some extra tokens. You deserve them.
We have mastered the festival. So, we will change. I'm glad that the glitch fixed itself via us fast travelling. I'm glad we managed to do it. So the war effort is last. We can now go and buy our one-handed sword, which is the only thing we have left to do.
I raided with Siegfried, the most
So let us go and buy something from the shop.
Death drips from his breath.
Good day to you, Lovett.
Hey,
We'll buy the one-handed sword as that is the main thing to buy. Obviously the falcon is quite cool, but we have enough for both actually. 545. I'm not worried about settlement and tattoos and hairs. So obviously sword. I'll buy the falcon. I probably won't use it, but I'll buy it. It's there then. Done.
I will see you later, friend.
We now have the what?
Satisfy the gods. Notice full.
So with everything we've done so far is to do with the boat. We've filled it with all our offerings, our foreign supplies, everything. It is there. If that is it, I will hate to say this.
You've shown yourself to be an inspiring leader. Look at the bounty
we may
you've
have just
gathered.
completed the festival that we have 20 days for in 2 hours.
I enjoy our little festivals. The day where an escaped pig is our biggest worry is a good day.
Yes, that is it. Like you say, Catherine, that didn't take long. My concern is, that's a 20-day festival, and we've finished it in 2 hours.
Come find me
With
when you're
glitches and issues. And we didn't rush. Right, quest completed. We've got another 100 festival tokens. The final offering is our next quest. Final offering, we need to talk to Sunniva. She's around here somewhere. Yeah, so we didn't rush it, as always. And yet, we may have already finished it. Which, okay, to be honest, we have previously done these festivals in one stream. So it isn't new. And you could grind out, if you want all the tattoos and all the cosmetics, yes, you could grind out longer.
Eivor! It is good you are here.
But
we are ready to make our offering.
Unless something happens...
Is it ready?
Everything you gathered is in the boat. They are preparing it now to be sent to the gods.
So when they say sent to gods, normally they burn it.
Which god will be receiving our bounty?
I leave that choice to you. You can send the offering to Thor, god of strength and thunder. Or Baldur the brave, son of Odin.
A difficult choice.
Perhaps you should make the offering to the god who speaks most to you.
So we have a choice of god. Baldur or Thor. So I think the reason it's given us the choice of two is they were the two we lit the things for. We had a choice of three. We had a chance to light 2 different cauldrons. They were the two. So who do you want, Baldur or Thor? You've got like 20 seconds to write down what you want. I'll pick whatever you guys tell me. I'm quite happy either way. I don't think it was going to change much. Yeah, I wasn't even fussed about the one-handed sword, to be honest. But it's just part of the festival. Gaming wants Thor. Do you agree, Kathy? Thor would be my choice because I just like Thor. Yep, Kathy's agreeing. So let us go for Thor.
The powerful Thor! May he give us strength to defeat our enemies. The honor and glory is yours, Eivor. Take your place at the spring
we have to shoot
and light
it.
the flame that calls to the
We
gods.
actually have to shoot it, I think.
Here is something to add to your enjoyment of Sigrblot. A gift from your clan.
Oh, we have a gift. You gonna tell me what the gift is? No? Okay, aim and fire. Shoot the boat.
The offering is made. May the gods smile upon us.
So yeah, that's how they made offerings on boats, is they'd sink them into the water like that, and it's done. I wonder what this gift was. Thor's brazier and a Thor idol. That is it. I believe new cosmetics are now available in Norvid's shop. So Norvid's shop's just updated already. We'll have a quick look at quests. We're done. Viking for hire. I'm not fussed about the contracts. Obviously we've still got the medals to complete. War games we've actually already beaten. I'll win at Orlog, but we can play again. And you can do test your metal. You can go back and keep doing it to win more tokens. We're now able to put something else here. I think it was Thor's thing, so I'm just going to... We'll have a look at it. As it's a new decorative item. It is this here, Thor's brazier. We'll apply. Just because it's new and I want to see what it looks like. So because we chose Thor, we now have Thor's hammer as a fire in the camp, or in the festival area anyway. And if we go to, I'll just see what has been added to Norvid. Let's have a look. What have we got?
Good day to you, Norbert.
Well met.
He's just said he's updated,
Show
so
me
we'll
what
just have
you
a quick look.
Have a look.
Have another look. So what have we gained? Oh, okay. So the person, the god you pick to send your offering to, you get their cosmetic. The others you have to buy in the shop for 20 each, if you want them. They're only 20. No, actually they're not. The watchtower. Oh, that was already there, wasn't it? So Boulder's offering is 20. Freya's brazier is 20. And Boulder's brazier is 20. And that is it. That is the only difference. Is you, instead of getting them free, you have to pay tokens for them. But yeah,
I must be on my way now.
that is festival done.
See you soon, Eivor.
Now, it may seem a little disappointing that in 2 hours we have completed the festival, including having glitches and loss of sound and Flyting not wanting to help, and we had a glitch with the metal mission. And there is 20 days, 15 hours still to go. Now, yes, you can grind out Testra Metal, which is probably better than War Games, to be fair. As well as getting tokens quickly. I would say in another 2 hours we probably could have, well, maybe less than that, probably an hour, we'd probably have enough tokens to empty the shop. Does it need to have 20 days, 15 hours? No. But I would say the reason they allow that kind of time frame is because that allows people that can't play every day, can't play a day of release, to get a chance to win this one-handed sword, which we'll have a quick look at. The only annoying thing is I always pride myself when we use the weapons as we gain them. Does that mean I've got to use the one-handed sword? If I can find it. Where is it? There it is. We'll equip it for a second. I don't know if we'll use it or not. Time and use have been unable to duel this legendary blade. Yeah. Obviously, you know what, we'll go to Gunner while we're here. We'll head to Gunner, we'll upgrade it and see if it changes its look. I'm assuming it's not a final appearance. I am assuming it can be upgraded. We'll find out in a second. Yeah, if you're not fussed about the one-handed sword like I wasn't, I personally would give the festival a miss. But at the same time, it does give a little bit of talk about France. There is little nuggets of information there, and the whole point of it is to lead you onto it. And I haven't checked, but actually, if we're saying DLC is out the 12th, no, so it's only 15 days till the DLC hits, so it's not like it coincides.
I would like to see what you have in stock.
That one's pretty good.
It is. It's enhanced. We haven't got enough to fully upgrade. Mainly because we've been using titanium like anything, and I haven't really. We don't grind for anything, so we haven't got enough titanium. But we can fully upgrade it. For a sword that it still looks very worn.
I do good work, I must
You're not going to
say.
bother, no. To be fair, if it wasn't
take my leave.
for wanting to have a look and show you guys and just trying to do everything we can within the game itself, if I was just someone who was just playing it for me, I probably wouldn't bother, to be honest. So yeah, the sword is now fully upgraded. Normally when you fully upgrade a weapon, they look really nice. But this one just looks worn and used, which kind of, I know it says time and use have been able to duel this legendary blade, so it's meant to be a legendary blade that is obviously very worn, old. I get that, But if you go on to any other weapon with fully upgraded, they look brand new. So the I didn't want to equip it, but we have a look at this. It looks brand new. Its previous stages, it didn't. So for that to look like that seems a bit odd. I can upgrade it a little bit. I'm curious. There we go. I knew I'd get a point I wouldn't be able to do any further. If we come off that for a sec. So one thing I want to compare it to. Mine and yours not fully upgraded. I know the Warhammer's fully upgraded. But let's have a look at something. So I've got nothing that isn't fully upgraded, I don't think. The Bone Sickle. If we compare, so speed is less than a sickle. I kind of expected that. Stun is higher. Criticals, yeah, weight's low, which is good. Attack is low, although obviously Bone Sickle is slightly upgraded. Let's have a look at the Mythical Hammer Mine-Yor. Stun is always going to be high for Mine-Yor. Obviously, it's heavier. So it's quicker than a hammer, which is kind of what I said when we was doing it in the arena part. I said that it felt quicker than a hammer, and I think, yeah, even a fully upgraded Warhammer is quicker, not fully upgraded. So I think that's kind of, if you're going for speed, it's dagger, one-handed sword, and then probably sickle. Yeah, sickle, that's further upgraded than the short sword. So I would say dagger, one-handed sword and sickle are going to be quite close to each other, I believe. And then it's going to be hammer, long sword, because they're always going to be slower. Spear aren't very quick either, I wouldn't have said. Although spear is quicker than a hammer, I think. Yeah, spear would be quicker than a hammer. So hammer's the slowest weapon, but does the most stun damage. And the one-handed sword kind of fits in there a little bit. Its attack is fairly low, I would say. I need to kind of compare it. So one of them I need to know I've not upgraded. So even the Galbolg spear is upgraded 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 times more, but it's already with 2 extra upgrades. It is 52 points of attack more. Obviously this is going to be quicker. I don't think it'll make up them 2 points in attack. By the 2 upgrades it won't make up 52 points. The Bone Sickle as well. It's 10 difference. I don't know if it will make that up. I'm trying to think what else I've got that isn't fully upgraded. Obviously that's 6, that's 1 more. So even the Hemming's Axe does more damage. So if they follow the same standard as this one short sword we've got currently, I would say they're not going to be very high on damage and attack. They're going to be slightly quicker than other weapons, but not as quick as a dagger. And I really, at the minute, other than weight being low, which means you keep a lot of stamina, I can't see how they're going to be an advantage. I don't see how they fit currently in any kind of build that people would be interested in. I could be completely wrong. I'm not one for builds. I play with whatever we get from DLC and festivals, and we'll use it. And we've got it from the festival, so I'll stick to what we always do. We'll use it until we gain a new weapon in Siege of Paris, or we gain something from the Mastery Challenges. Obviously, we don't use it in the Mastery Challenges. It's not really going to matter as much. But yeah, it's not. I don't know. I personally, and this is just a personal opinion, it feels a bit of a letdown in a way, the short sword, but it was never something we were interested in. So I suppose for us it's going to be. I'm not looking through all my codex. I just wanted to see what was still here to look at. Stealth gameplay, combat, progress, no. I just wondered what we hadn't opened, but because it's still there. So yeah, that seems to be it, I'm afraid. I wasn't expecting the festival to take us forever. I suppose 2 hours is about right, as it's previously what we've done with festivals. And I like the little snippets that it gave us about France. That was really nice, really subtly done. Was overhearing a conversation was the first little thing we had about France. And they're calling the King of France the Fat. So I'm assuming that's going to play into the DLC somewhere along the line. But yeah, that is everything for us at the minute. Now the plan is we are going to come back to Valhalla to carry on the mastery challenges before the DLC drops. I just can't say when at this point, because it depends on Origins and other things. So my thinking is, obviously Friday tomorrow, can't stream tomorrow because my other half's home, so no streaming tomorrow. I know we will get upset, but we've got Origins to finish. So my thinking is tomorrow evening we will stream again, same time as tonight, and we'll do Assassin's Creed Origins. And hopefully, I think we'll finish it in 1 2 hour stream, maybe just over 2 hours. But I think we'll finish it. We're very, very close. There's a few things to clear. I think we've got one side quest and we're done. Does mean at some point I've got to record the review for the whole game. So I'm looking forward to. It's just, that takes time. And then after that, we've got to decide what we're doing in the meantime. And we'll talk. I'm sure I'll talk to people in the Discord about it. We've got a long list of games people want to see, but with 14 to 15 days until DLC drops, we do have to be a little bit wary of what we start, because I'd like to finish it before the DLC. Obviously, if we don't, we'll have to stop, come back to it once the DLC is done. Streaming next week should be as normal, bar Monday. I may have physio Monday. I won't know till tomorrow. Still waiting for authorization. So Monday may not be a normal streaming day, but we'll have the whole week, including the no, not including the Friday. We'll have the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. At least we'll have evenings if we want them as well. And then the following week after that, when the DLC drops on the 12th, I don't know yet. It's too far ahead. I haven't got that far. But yeah, so my plan currently, tomorrow evening, we're back to Origins. We're going to try and finish it tomorrow. Obviously, if we don't, we don't. It's not an issue. We also know that the new Marvel Avengers update drops on the 17th of August, which is the War for Wakanda, which is where they add Black Panther. Now, we need to do more with Avengers. I know we do. It's one of those games that I do enjoy. I'm a massive Marvel fan. I don't know about you guys enjoying watching it or not. It's not very, at the minute, we're at a point where there's not much story going on. It is the same mission over and over again. You're trying to build your character's power level and power level and main level. That's all we can do. There's not much story. Obviously, the War of Wakanda will add story to a point. I think it's about 4 to 6 hours. It's not a massive amount of story. So, I mean, yeah. We do need to do some live streams of Avengers. They definitely won't be the 4 hour streams. A couple of hours at a time is okay. Grinding 4 hours at a time is going to get a bit much. Obviously we've got mastery challenges to do, and they could be an evening stream quite easily. And we do have to decide what we're going to do in the meantime. Now, my thinking was, and I don't know about you guys, and I will discuss in the Discord as well, was the Assassin's Creed 3 that we got as part of the Odyssey Season Pass. I was considering doing that. I don't know how long it takes to platinum, but it's something. We're sticking with the main theme. We're sticking with the Assassin's Creed kind of theme. It was just an idea. I don't know if you guys want to see it or not. We could have a look at that maybe. Or Spider-Man. There's loads. I don't know. You guys, let me know what you want to see. Obviously, I don't want to start anything that's going to be 100+ hours, knowing the DLC for Siege of Paris is around the corner, because that is going to be our focus when it first drops. Do Mastering Valhalla and then do a game you're playing until new DLC drops. That's not a bad shout. Thing is, we're not playing anything as such because it's all waiting on different things. So it will have to be something new. I just don't fancy grinding in Avengers for 4 hours a time. The Mastery Challenges, again, I don't know if they're really a daytime stream kind of thing, because 4 hours doing Mastery Challenges, if we fail every time, may get a bit annoying, fed up. I don't know. I'm in two minds with that. But yeah, we haven't really got anything else. We can start something. As I say, I don't want it to be something that's 100 plus hours. That's why I was thinking maybe Assassin's Creed 3 that we got as part of the Odyssey Season Pass. Because I don't think it's going to be 100 odd hours. It's going to be a lot smaller. We can have a bit of fun with it. It's still Assassin's Creed. I know it's going to be completely different to the RPGs. As we know, it changed a bit when RPGs come out. But it could be interesting. I don't know. Well, I'm sure we've got plenty of time to decide. We've still got Origins to finish, Mastery Challenges to finish. But it's more for the 4 hour streams next week. You'd like to see it, would you? Yeah, it's more for the 4 hours stream next week kind of thing. I'm just trying to think of something we could try and fit in. As I say, I don't want anything that is 100 plus hours, but if it's something we can enjoy for a little while, it's like a bit different to the RPGs, but all still story driven. You've not played it either? No, so that's the thing. We got it as part of it and just, it's there. I know it's there, and that's it. And one thing I do want to focus on at some point with this massive list of games. Keller was messaging me earlier and said, have you thought about Death Stranding as a game? I said, yeah, I thought about it. I can add it to the list. And he said, I think your list is over 50 plus games now. Yep, and getting bigger daily. Which is fine. I don't know how much time we're going to have to do them all. I don't know if I could finish them all in my lifetime, the way it's going as we keep adding. But we'll do our best. But yeah, there's some games that we probably could live stream, but I'm doing them as episodes instead just because it's easier. So like Battlegrounds is something a little bit fun. It's a PlayStation Plus free game. That kind of thing. I'm never going to get bored, am I? That's the thing. It's impossible to get bored. There's a couple of things I've kept an eye out for. Obviously, I can't currently afford to do them, but I will do hopefully sooner rather than later. I don't know if anyone's heard of, and I cannot remember the name of it. Why is it when you want to speak about something, you can't remember what it's called? Why does it work like that? I'm just going to see if I've got a search for it. No. I can't remember what it's called. There was a game that was out recently that looked interesting, and I couldn't buy it, and I still can't at the minute. But it's something I want to look at some point, and I can't remember what it's called. That doesn't help me. That whole conversation was pointless, wasn't it? But yeah, so there's lots of things we want to do. There's lots of things we want to see, play, platinum, experience. It's just fitting things in, and the big date in my mind at this point is Siege of Paris. I don't want anything in the way of that. We are going to try and be live the day that hits, depending if it's live in the morning or we have to wait till the afternoon. If it's the afternoon, then I may ask my other half really nicely to go and watch TV upstairs so we can stream earlier, but we shall see how it works. But that is it for tonight. We have finished the festival. I should really save it, shouldn't I? To make sure we stick to our saves. So I don't think I've had a save game for this many hours before. I could be wrong, but we're currently at 233 hours for one save. Okay, we did just spend the last 10 minutes talking, but 233 hours for one save. It's a lot. But yes, that is it for tonight. We are done. The Festival of Sigrblot. Sigrblot? Is it Sigrblot or Siderblog? I'm kind of in two minds of how. It's Sigrblot, yeah. Sigrblot. The beginning of summer. Let's call it that. Makes it nice and easy. The festival is done. The one-handed sword we now have. And yeah, we will be back with Assassin's Creed Valhalla in the very near future to do the mastery challenges. There's a little bit of story that comes with completing them, so I definitely want to do that. Obviously tomorrow evening, Origins. And yeah, Siege of Paris is the big thing where everything's working towards Siege of Paris at this point, which is a little worrying. Whenever I, in my head, start bigging up a game, sometimes it's a letdown. Not always, but sometimes. It does worry me a little bit. So I don't want my expectations to be too high, but I am focusing on it quite a bit. Kathy, you've been a pleasure as always. Thank you very much for joining us. Gaming, I don't know if you're still there, but thank you. And everyone else, thank you for the likes, the comments, and the conversation. You've all been amazing as always. We will be back tomorrow in the evening, more Assassin's Creed Origins as we look to finish the Curse of the Pharaohs. But for the festival, for Valhalla, and for us tonight, that is it. Everyone have a good evening, afternoon or morning, wherever you are. It depends where you are in the world. And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow evening. And that's the festival. Done. Big tick. I kind of want to say some really nice things about the festival, but I'm struggling. I suppose the fun part, the best part of the festival was the flyting. Mainly because we couldn't hear it, but we still did it. That was the best part. But thank you all very much. We'll see you all again very, very soon. Thank you for everything. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.